What's up, everybody? This is Dr. Nick with LVRG Media, and I'm here in Cortona, Italy. This is where we're staying for our Italy trip. We're in a really nice, Tuscan village. Show it to you here. Very old school, authentic type of place. And today I wanted to talk to you about the two biggest things that I've learned about creating consistent content. So before we get into that, we were in Pompeii a few days ago, and we learned about how the Romans used to deal with time management. And today we're going to be talking about time management on how to create content and how to do it consistently. And the way it's funny because they're the ones that came up with the 365-day calendar. And but before they did that, they actually used to divide up the daytime and the nighttime. And so I'm here, it's sunrise. I wanted to come out here to be able to kind of be out here by myself, have a nice coffee and relax. And the way that they used to do it is, the hours of the day would always change. So they would divide up the daytime and the nighttime into 12-hour blocks. So in the daytime, that would be from sunrise to sundown, and then from the nighttime would be from sundown to sunrise. And because that's always changing with the seasons, they would have different length hours. So the way they would do it is the time from sunrise to sunset, they would divide that by 12 hours, and then that's what an hour was on that day. Well, they decided to standardize it, and they went to a 365-day calendar under Julius Caesar, and so now we have the calendar that we use now. So that brings me to my point about how to create content. So we all have the same 24 hours in the day. We all have this kind of the same responsibilities as practicing chiropractors. And the people that focus on creating content are the ones that end up creating the content. So the two things that I have found that work really well, and it kind of depends on what kind of person you are or what you're hoping to accomplish, or how much content you're wanting to create. So for me, I recently did a 90-day challenge, which allowed me to, or not allowed me to, but kind of forced me to make a video almost every day. Now, I didn't make it every single day, but I made it 73 out of the 90 days. Well, at the end of the 90 days, it was much easier for me to think of ideas, to shoot the videos. And so this is, the 90-day challenge probably ended a couple of weeks ago. We've been on our Italy trip for about a week now, and I've shot videos almost every day since, because obviously we've got great views here. I've gotten some good ideas on what I want to talk about. So for me, I like to create a video each day as part of my day, because not only do I get different surroundings, but I also, whatever is happening within my day, I try to think about what would make for good content. The other way that I've done it in the past, and the way that we started doing it, and we do it for my practice, is we batch content. So each month we'll probably do anywhere from 8 to 15 different videos, and what we'll try to do is we'll try to batch those into 2, if not 1 sitting, and we'll spread it up amongst the office. So I have a larger staff, so it's a little bit easier for me to say, okay, you're in charge of these 3, you do these 5, I'll do these 4, and it's easier to get it done than everybody, or one person having to do every single video. So those are the two things that have helped me create content. If you do it every day, it becomes easier, and you start to look for opportunities to create content. If you're not going to do that, if you don't feel like it's something that's a natural fit for you, batching content with your team involved is going to be the easiest way to get things done on a more consistent basis. And that's the key with content creation and building your personal brand, is to be consistent with the content. If you shoot videos for a month and then they don't hear from you again for 3 to 6 months, you might as well not even have shot the 1 month of videos. So either do it every day or batch it into one day. One of some of the most successful offices that we work with, they're busy and they don't always have time to create the content on a consistent, ongoing basis. So what they do is they'll set aside, say the second Tuesday of every morning from 10 to 12, they get their whole team together and they shoot those videos and they make it a priority. And that's probably bonus tip number 3, is make it a priority. It's one of the most important things that you can do in your practice, so be sure that it's getting done. So hopefully this has helped. Make sure you're creating more consistent content, and we'll see you on the next one.